It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts... Now the elder statesman of the underway here on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The first carry for C.J. Procise. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 25. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On third down, Carson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Here's Carson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
From the 17, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Colts 0. Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
57. We got it, we got it.
First down, Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
47-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Brissett sets to throw it. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
19.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Reload. 58, right over there. Yeah. No. Here we go, let's bring it. Gun. Let's bring it.
Penny, a first down carry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
150. 58's the mic. I got one. One left.
On second down, here's Penny. 27 yards there, a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a give, right side. It's Carson, and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On third down, Carson, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Myers' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Jackson.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this.
Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Check 50, check 50. Shift, watch the shift.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, as the first half is winding down. The Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This will be caught by Brown. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of X?
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, 73 yards, as they are able to cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And it's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
the 41-yard line.
Mike, 53, Mike. Alert. Hey, 0. 53 is Mike. Check, 53 is Mike. Let's get this ball.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9.
Gun. Got it. I'm coming after you. Go 58's the Mike. One left. 58's the Mike. 58's one left. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Brissett to throw on first. Campbell making the catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Mike, 57. Watch the slap.
Here's Hines. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 35 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, 0. Hey, alert. 53, check. Easy. Good play.
To throw is Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mike, 315. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 12. You can't block me. Tighten up. Go, 4 down.
On first down, Carson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 20 job right there. Good job right there. Show it.
They run again with Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 52 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Catch made here by Campbell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get.
That ball is caught. It's Doyle. Touchdown Colts. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight up. 14. 12.
Here's Wilson to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
So we got man. Check. Cross. 40. One flip.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now is the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Now it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll try to run with Carson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Penny. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Now Brissett. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Hey, watch it.
Front left, front left.
Check it out, Reed.
Gun. Let's go.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hey, D-line. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Switch. Check.
One left. Hey, easy.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Carson. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night, everybody, from Indianapolis.